This segment is sponsored by Michigan Economic Development Corporation. The U.S. is now home to more than 36 million small businesses, employing nearly half of the workforce. A growing number of those companies are launching without a traditional office or large upfront investment. And here to tell us more is Allison Todak, the Vice President of Entrepreneurship and Innovation at the Michigan Economic Development Corporation. Hi, Allison. Great to see you.
Hi, Elaine. Thank you. Great to see you too.
Yeah, well, Allison, tell us what is behind the recent surge in new business creation?
We've seen a huge generational shift in entrepreneurial minds coming out of Gen Z and millennials, a huge change in workforce availability through the pandemic and going to a much more global online version of business. And then certainly technology has lowered those barriers significantly to starting.
Yeah, and how has the cost of starting a business changed in recent years?
Technology is allowing for some great efficiencies to happen. Those costs, you can get started with just a few $1,000s, where before you had upfront investments to make in the tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, certainly makes it easier nowadays. What tools or resources are making it easier for people to launch that business today?
Switching from servers to cloud computing has really lowered that cost of hosting your data anywhere. There's wonderful platforms like e-commerce platforms and Shopify, and then of course artificial intelligence and really streamlining processes and people.
Yeah, AI is changing everything. Why are more founders
Certainly.
why are more founders looking beyond major coastal cities though?
Our coastal cities have great, dense ecosystems of entrepreneurship, startups, venture capital, but we've found that replicating that in the Midwest has been actually quite successful. There are lots of lower costs to building a business here in the Midwest, from talent to upfront infrastructure and capital, that allow their runway and their initial start costs to be a lot lower and go a little bit further.
And what makes Michigan an attractive place to start or grow a business?
Certainly, our state is putting a lot of investments in around our three pillars of research, talent, and capital. We have great universities here in the state, 4R1s, that are producing inventions and ideas left and right. We have a very strong workforce that knows how to build things based on our industrial past, and a very high density of entrepreneurs and engineers per capita, as well as talent. We've certainly put in some new investments to really stand up the venture capital ecosystem and allow startups to get those early stage checks that help them grow and scale.
Wow, that's amazing. And where can we go to learn more of this great information?
Yeah, we should all be checking out the Michigan Economic Development Corporation's website, michiganbusiness.org, where there's a lot of opportunities, resources, all linked from there.
Allison, thank you so much. This has been a great conversation.
Yeah, thanks, Elaine, for having me.
Of course. For more information, head to michiganbusiness.org and msufoundation.org/pitchmi.